Paula here outside of the huge AMC IMAX in Century City. I mean, when I say huge, it's pretty ginormous. And yeah, just got out of the theater here. I saw Dune, the new Dune, and okay, so hey, Efren, what's happening, man? Hope you're well. I am going to do a spoiler review because with the two polls I did, the the vote was a majority of people wanting a spoiler review. So what's happening, everybody? Efren, Michael Gonzalez, and Andrew. Why don't you go ahead and spread the love? Let people know that I'm doing this. I just did it on Twitter and all that good job. I'm here in Century City at the huge AMC IMAX. So, how can I explain this this movie? Okay, I saw, but what do you think? I honestly, it is right up my alley. Now, I don't know if it's going to be right up the alley for the mainstream audience. It actually was it wasn't that expensive. I'm an AMC member, and at the 3:30 showing, they gave me 25% off. So the ticket was for an IMAX, it was under $20. It's like $17, and then I also had $20 in rewards. So okay, on that tip, I scored pretty good. So my first reaction, my first feelings is that this movie is made for the real, for real lovers of Dune, of the books, of the vision, of the world, of the universe, just what Mr. Herbert wrote, and it's you've got to be a real film lover, a lover of cinema, a lover of beauty, of cinematography, to really dig this film because it's definitely not for everyone. It's a the pace is the pace takes its time. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of introspection with these characters. It's actually really prophetic and religious, just like the book in the prophecy of Palm Muad'Dib. So I was like surprised how much he dug into the really first part of the book, and I get why he ended it where he did. I mean, it's a total. My thinking is that he should have filmed part two already. Like it should have like it almost should have been filmed like the way they did Lord of the Rings. Just as far as getting it all done under the same production umbrella, look and feel, the actors. I don't know if they've even started filming two yet. Does anyone know in the chat? Maybe they were going to wait a couple of years. Maybe it jumps to a couple of years. So let's see what you guys thought thinking in the chat here as we say hello to Efren. Hey, deleted scenes. Yeah, expensive. It can be, but for whatever reason, I got the hookup on the early best movie I've seen so far this year. All right, deleted. I hear you. I feel you. Was your IMAX a full house? Yes, it was full. I actually thought at the last minute our row wasn't. I was gonna move over because my neighbors I didn't like. I didn't like them. The, okay, all right, all right. Where you want to know something? Like, you want to know something about theater etiquette? I got in there. I got into my space, and as the people are coming in, I haven't really got into the spoilers of the movie yet, so don't worry about it. Um, I got there early, so I put my drink in my drink holder and my popcorn underneath my seat, and I had to use the restroom. So I go back, I go, and then I come back, and there's these people right next to me in the seats, and the lady had moved my cup. She's like, "Oh, I moved your cup because your number is 14." And I didn't want to start anything because the movie hadn't started yet. But I was just like, "Yo, don't fucking touch my my soda! How dare you?" I mean, like, I don't even know this person. That was just so weird, right? And then during the movie, that same person, she has her phone and she's right next to me. Right, we're watching the movie. She's got her phone on, right, just sitting there, and the light goes on. So I mean, like, especially towards the end, every fucking couple of minutes, she's checking her phone. I'm just like, you can't do that, bro. You can't, man. You don't touch anyone's. I was just like, what the fuck, fucking ass. But she was like with two other guys. I didn't want to start shit, man. Hey, what's up, Lombardi? Me says green light. Like, oh wait, oh okay. On the sequel, not green light. Giving yet the trades still saying if it works. Yo, hey, Orange. And yeah, how does Dune compare to the original and Sci-Fi series? Okay, there. I have a love hate relationship with the '80s movie. Okay, there's some parts of that movie are really outdated, like, especially the sci-fi. There's some great parts to it, but it was impossible to tell the whole story of those books in one movie, man. And God bless David Lynch, but it just doesn't work. And that's just me over the test of time. It just seems to just not hold up. That being said, there was some stuff I enjoyed because when I saw it, I was like, like a teenager or something. There's no comparison cinematically, storytelling. This movie is awesome, man. Fuck, the actors are just perfect. And any of the stuff that you heard, or any of the Rebecca talking about lightsaber this and any of the garbage as far as these the news items. There's none of that in the movie. None of that in the movie. Denis Villeneuve is he really is one of the great directors of our time. I loved him. I loved his work at Sicario, Prisoners. I even liked The Arrival. But yeah, man, he rose to the occasion. Let me tell you something about the worlds in the universe of Dune. That for me, what I found so it's very haunting. There's something so beautiful and yet so scary about that, about a lot of these planets. It's almost not until really like they did until they really like are escaping and checking out the terrain of Arrakis that you actually kind of feel the warmth and the beauty of the planet and the story. so it was almost like all those other planets that they had, and the people, you know, even though they're badasses, like the Shotokar warriors. Oh my God, those guys were sick. Um, and the Duncan Idaho's, death was probably one of the best death fight scenes in the world. We're going to spoilers now. We're going to spoilers now. Spoilers. What a what a great role. What a great role. What a great character. Of course, the loyalty to the Atreides was unparalleled. You gotta understand too. In the book, and it didn't get in the book. The emperor loved Atreides. He loved Leto. He didn't have any sons, and this was in the book. Uh, House Atreides was revered and respected. Um, and you got that here. Of course, Oscar Isaac was just, oh God, he was just so good. So that was sensational. Again, the the scope, the scope of oh, never mind. What's up, Valiant? I think he just put some money in. Ooh, just saw it for the first time. Did you know the story before? Saw older films. I'm planning to hit IMAX in a few weeks. HBO Max. Yeah, Maxed it last night because no choice. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I can't. Valiant, and thanks for the 9.99, brother. Thank you so much. My dude, I can't. I would never have thought to see this movie on a television screen. Hell no, hell no. Um, just because I know this filmmaker, just because I know this filmmaker, you got go see it in the IMAX when you can, bro. Yeah, so this, that's what I saw it on, and so yeah, this is a film. It's top tier storytelling. It's it, it's in this first part because it even says real quick Dune Part One, and it went by really quick at the beginning. This Part One is all about the first step into um, Paul's stepping out of a child and becoming a young man, becoming a man, stepping towards that prophecy, um, and his whole world just being destroyed around him, and then he's got the new world, the new world on Arrakis. That's really what happens. It's almost like the first, I want to say, 20 chapters of the book, and I had just recently read it again. And to answer your questions, I think it's Michael that asked me. I know the film very well. I know the book really well. I kind of remember the sci-fi series. It didn't grab me like I thought it would back in the day. Maybe I got to re-see it again. But this grabbed me, and everything though, everywhere you went, it took its time. Now, the the science fiction of it, like the art direction of like from the spaceships to the costumes were sick, man. They were, I mean, like they were so weird too. Again, like they're some of them were downright scary. Uh, yeah, the lack of the navigators was weird, threw me. Well, yeah, the navigators. I mean, there's a couple things that threw me off, and that's a whole nother thing. Is that would have thrown me off if I knew nothing about if I never read the book, if I never saw the movie. I mean, I've seen the first movie, but we've seen it now for 20, 30 years, man. So while I was watching this, I had to keep forgetting the old movie because I wanted. Are they going to say this line? Are they going to do this? And they did a little bit of it, right? They would say a little bit of a line, but then they really dug deep in other areas of the character. I mean, I love Duncan Idaho. I love that he saved him, that he saved them, and took him to a safe harbor, and then gave his life. because you just didn't have that in the movie. Um, so yeah, let me see what you guys are saying. I think there's another super chat. Hey, Dee Dee, Valiant Renegade 499. Oh, not on TV by choice, but I will road trip for an hour to IMAX soon. Oscar Isaac was absolutely perfect as Leto. Nailed it. I mean, my only thing is like you wanted more and more of him, right? It's like I want a Leto movie because that what was so cool too in this is that you saw the Atreides lineage and stories of the grandfather fighting bull. Was it riding bulls or fighting bulls, hunting bulls, and then you saw the a lot of the bull motifs, um, which I really dug. I really dug, man. And the father and son bond, shit, dude, that was great. Lady Turiel, just watched it. I loved it. Yes, all right, that's great. Deleted scenes, the cast crushed it. They really did. Hey, Jedi Bill, they really did. I mean, what did you guys think of the African American black actress that played Kynes? I thought she did a great job. I thought she was very, very admirable. And she had a great death too. She had a great, Max von Sydow's death was almost pathetic in the movie. Whatever, that was, the movie, but wow, she had a fucking killer death. Also, too, let me know what you thought of her. I thought she was great, and she she wasn't no Mary Sue, man. None of that shit. I thought that she was gonna live. Um, let me see. Well, let me get this. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I wanted more Oscar. Yeah, I know, Valiant. I'm cool with Dennis wanting to save the visual reveal. Yeah, we never saw the Emperor. We never saw the Emperor too. She was the kinds this movie needed. Hey, Darth Astor, what's up, buddy? More time, Leto and Gurney teaching Paul. Yeah, Darius. I did kind of miss that. I did kind of miss that, but I did. Like that Josh Brolin's character is gonna return. So, um, there's very little of him. I thought the Doctor was great. Thufa, what's his name? The Asian actor. Oh God, he was creepy good. He was creepy good, and everyone looks like everyone's agreeing with me. Everyone loved the actors. Um, she had some of the altered lines. What did you guys think of the lead? What did you think of Timothy? Because up until this movie, I was not a fan, but I have to tell you, I thought he was fucking fantastic. I thought he was fantastic. Philip nailed it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Tifahar was cool. Yeah, Tifahar was really cool. And Valiant Renegade for another 499. Thanks, brother. Thank you so much. Let me get this back up. The chemistry between Oscar and Tim was palpable. Bought it all. Kynes was great. I think she hit all the right notes. Man, this is a great comment because you didn't want the scenes with Oscar and Tim to end. At the cemetery. Uh, oh God, man, I'm so happy too. Like that I'm very happy about that. I mean, if you read the books, you know the whole story. So I thought that the the Benny Gesserit witches were fantastic. I love the way I mean, Dennis knows how to film these characters, man. Because you were scared of them when they came off that ship. They were scary. And then the mom, the elder mom, she was a freak. She was a freak, man. Woo! That was a good scene. It was a lot shorter than and again you compared it to the movie. It was a lot shorter and to the point, but it was like I would say even more effective. I would say even more effective. All right, who else have we got here? So did you like it? I loved it. No, no, no. I loved it. I'm just saying, and PJ, what's up? What I'm saying is that um, I don't know if it's a mainstream audience film. I think it's getting the mainstream audience, media buy. I don't know Valiant. I don't know what the what the marketing is, but it seems pretty mainstream. I just don't know if it's a main. This is a very art house science fiction film, but Dennis knows. Unlike Lynch, I think Dennis knows how to please a mainstream audience. Do you know what I mean? But this is very art housey in a very accessible way. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense because I kept I kept feeling it's probably not a mainstream story. You're right. Very subdued. Yeah, I kept feeling, guys, that I was almost watching a European film, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. I actually really appreciate it because I'm like, oh, thank God, this is a story. It was I was like, yes, we're digging deep. Uh, okay, and I think Valiant came up. I was just like you. I was skeptical of Tim, but I told Tom today that as I watched it, Tom, oh, hold on, what happened? This thing kind of, I try to hold it down, but I told Tom today that as I watched it, Tim totally grew on me. Yeah, I'm on board. Yep, yep. Thank you, Valiant, for all the great chats, man, and thank you everyone for being here. That's really cool. So yeah, I, you know, so I love the scope. I love the. Oh, there's Elaine. There's Elaine. Elaine, I was thinking about you a lot during this movie. Oh, this movie. Nerd Cookies is in the house, everyone. I really hope you liked it, Elaine. I really hope, because my feeling is that where's part two? Well, I want to say right now, where this is not fair. Um, so better than this channel. Oh, thank you, Didi. Yeah, so we're here in Century City, and here is the IMAX theater. It was at AMC IMAX, and we'll be wrapping it up soon. It is chilly out tonight, so it was gorgeous, not perfect, but awesome. You know what, Nerd Cookies, and everyone say hello to Elaine. It was gorgeous. There was a lot to love about this film. Another thing I loved was Javier Bardem's character. Obviously, his take on Stilgar, and and, and what I loved more was the the Fremen. You got to see some distinctions of some of the Fremen. As far I wanted more. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, I know. I'm like, they're not gonna end it here. That's fucking. But you saw them ending it like on one of the guys surfing a worm. Was it a worm? Because it had scales. I don't know if it was a worm. Someone help me out here. Someone help me out here. Um, what was I gonna say? So I think that um, Javier Bardem was wonderful. You got to see some of the different types of Fremen, some of the religious ones, the fanatics, and the warriors, and then of course there was Zendaya, and I'm gonna wait off on any judgment on Zendaya's performance because what I was kind of surprised is that she really does nothing in this film. She does nothing in this film just because she's like like her scenes are like the same constant dream sequence where she's like, oh, or she's walking around in a robe in the desert with some blood in her hands, and then she's got a sword. It's like, so I'm not hating that. And Chani was much more in this. Yeah, 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 Chani. So I'm not gonna hold my judgment on Zendaya. I did find her more and more beautiful, especially towards the end. Oscar Oscar Isaac. What a death! Did you? Oh, that was cool, man. So, so fucking cool. The way he died, and then how Homeboy lived. I didn't check the cast, but is that a Skarsgård that's playing the fat uncle? I think that's him, right? If someone can answer. But Duke Leto's death, the whole cast was fantastic. Great performances. Skarsgård, Elijah Snow. Oh my god, it took me a minute, and then I was like, "That's Stellan Skarsgård." That's I mean, yes, I was just like, "Oh shit, he's amazing!" And coming out of that goop, those guys were freaks, man. They're all freaks. They're all just so creepy and nasty. I hated them all. Ugh. I hated all those Harkonnens. Woof. So, Oscar Isaac's death was pretty chilling. I can't, especially when he's laying in the chair and he's still paralyzed. He could barely talk, but they stripped him down naked, and it was very Jesus to me. You know, maybe it's because of the beard. I don't know, but it was just like I kind of like that was a pretty crazy staging. The staging was very odd because he wasn't like on a bed, or like anything like that. They had him at his chair, um, and then of course the Harkonnen came over, Skarsgård, and he does the tooth. And Skarsgård had put up his force field, so when he breathed out the poison, he took off to get away from the poison, but it killed everyone in the room. It killed everyone in the room. It was the smallest chair Leto was in. Yeah, it was little. Yeah, it was little, man. You know, it but the staging, because he, if you remember, Lane, we found out it was a small chair because you saw him laying there from foot to, you saw his whole body laying there. He did that for a reason. It was almost like a weird Last Supper. I'm telling you, there's a Jesus motif there. I'm telling you guys. So when he bites his tooth that breaks out the poison, it kills like dozens in the room. Everyone in the room died. That was a huge ass haul, except for Fat Harkonnen. He escaped, and that was crazy. That was really crazy because he was like he was like in the crevice of a seal of the ceiling, kind of like whimpering away. That was just like that was something else. It was it was very emotional as far as his death. A lot, there's a lot of emotional payoff, and that's the cast and the storytelling. So, thank you guys for being here. Let me see if I didn't miss any super chats. It's the smallest chats. Thank you guys, everyone, for being here. Oh, Overall Nation for $5. Do you think COVID actually helped the film because we are hungry for enjoying something quality at the theater? And thank you, PJ. We're gonna be doing a stream the next couple days. I'm gonna talk about my fundraiser in a second. And hey, Mr. CCDV and shit. And wait, what who was that also here? The Islington girl, hola. Someone laughed in mine too. They laughed when a girl laughed at that in my theater. What part? The death? Best adaptation. What a dystopian tyranny, Harkonnen. Yeah, great way of putting it, man. Great way of putting it. Great way of putting it. It was. I really enjoyed it. Duke's death. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm telling you, Michael. I really got that. And was it me, Elaine, or also too? Did his beard get longer, and he got more Jesus-y? till his death. Um, but to answer that, PJ, I think so. I think so. I mean, this theater was packed. People are coming to the theater, and this is LA. This is like, I'm in like right next to Beverly Hills, Century City. You also get to see how Conan and Atreides are like a dark mirror of each other. Yep, 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 yep. Elijah. I mean, to his demise, right? He lived on. He was such a principled man. That Leto. Fuck, he's good. Oh, yes, that beard is magnificent. I put a video up yesterday of his about his beard. He originally wasn't supposed to have it. So, like the production designer was surprised that his beard made the cut. His beard was the best beard. A beautiful beard. It was a beautiful beard. First shot of lead in profile, the chair at the table. Yeah, magnificent beard. Well, yeah, I would definitely say that of all these movies that we've been waiting for, right? Um, and let's go down the list. And I'm gonna tell you about the trailers that I saw. Um, Venom, Shang-Chi. What's the other big movie that just came out? James Bond. All the ones that had a pause, right? That were paused as far as like they pushed back the release. For me, this is the most satisfying one. This one I want to see again. And yeah, so that's it. I want to thank everyone for being here. And I two things I want to say. Eternals preview, yeah. Sorry, Michael. That thing looks so boring. I will say I saw the Matrix trailer and the Batman trailer, and in the theater on the IMAX screen, incredible, incredible. Those trailers are also too like made to see on the big screen, man. It's just so different. It's so different. The Batman looks great. The Matrix trailers. What was the other trailers I saw? I think that's it. I mean, there's some other ones, but none really of note. Let's see what you guys are saying live chat. Okay, yeah, the Eternals is really weak. I don't think I'm gonna see it, guys. I really don't. I don't care that agreed. Looking forward to Batman and Moonfall. Yeah, yeah. That they did show that one. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. Keep your slam worth it too, Darth. I'm not gonna lie, Elaine. That's kind of interesting. Greatest beard since Kurt Russell's the thing. Uh that's funny. Um, it's just yeah, it's probably one of the greatest cinematic beards ever. He had a beard. I think he had a beard in Deus Ex Machina, but his head was shaved. I'm talking about Oscar Isaac. So those were the trailers. Very satisfying. And gonna wrap it up. I want to thank everyone. I'm gonna be on a couple of streams because I'm pushing my animal rescue shelter fundraiser. Now the link is on my Twitter to go and donate. You can donate $1, $5, or whatever. We're gonna have a big show next week, but until then, I'm going on different people's channels. So tomorrow, in the morning, I'll be on Glogo's channel, and then in the evening, I'm gonna be with um, PJ and Maria Tiwatelli. So Orville Nation will be on that one, and I think I'm gonna be on maybe Lorena. We'll see. Whoever could throw me on there. I just want to like talk about the great people at this animal rescue shelter because they really are doing a lot of great work, and they're really they're at a loss right now. So they actually need to raise about 8 grand, I've set I've set something up around 3,000. So, between all my contacts, I'm just trying to get everyone to donate a couple bucks here and there. All right, guys, I think that's it, man. I really appreciate all the super chats, all the love. JS, Elijah Snow. Why flipped out on the screen? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I did see the Scream trailer. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Now, okay, that just brought me. You know what? I'm gonna do a separate video on these trailers. Bye, Lane. Take care, sweetie. Thanks for stopping in, man. I'm honored. I'm honored. I'm honored that all you guys stopped in. Have a good evening, everybody. I'll be doing a video on some of these other trailers because there's a through line that I'm seeing with a lot of Latina actresses starring in a lot of new movies, and I was like, wow, this is cool. So I'll be doing a video on that. Take care, Elijah. Peace out, everyone. Much love. Go see Dune in the theater.